Hi guys, if you've been using Unreal for a while, you may have come across this interesting plugin from the Unreal 4 days called Dynamic Gravity Character. This plugin is developed by a developer, I believe his name is pronounced Caio Felipede. If I pronounced that wrong, I apologize. The source code is actually available on GitHub that he provided here. So I spent some time today and I did a fork of it to get compatibility across Unreal 5 and even up to Unreal 5.5. So if you take a look at the Unreal 5.5 release notes, there's actually some changes here as well that differs from 5.4. So we do have some cross-version compatibility compile checks in our fork here that allows it to work in 5.4 and below, as well as 5.5 and up. To see this in action, we have a running instance here in 5.5 here, and we just hit run, and you can see that you can do the stuff that you used to be able to do in Unreal 4.27. So this is going to be stuff where you can do dynamic gravity, where you can see I'm running around a loop, and you can see these trigger boxes that activate different directional gravity. That is also something you would see in 4.27. So here's an example of the tube, and you can jump out of the tube and your gravity kicks in again, straight down, and this is a cool demo. So the only caveat to the setup, which is also something you have to do manually in version 4 as well, is you do have to go to project settings and you do need to set your inputs. So this is still using the old legacy input system, so you do have to go to here and make sure you have your action mappings and your axis mappings set here, and the names of these input actions you can find in the blueprints folder in the plugin. So if you go to here, you go to the blueprints, you open the dynamic character blueprint plugin, you'll see the events here. You can see that some of these I did not map. For example, I didn't map crouch or the turn rate or the lookup axis. But when you do download it, you may see more warnings for these unmapped axes. So you do have to map these on your own project, because this is in fact actually just a plugin and not a project. So once you map those in your project settings, you should get the same results here. So this is just make sure you have your jump, your move right, move forward, turn, and look up. And then if you hit run, you should be able to use your WASD to move around, and you can just spacebar to jump, and then you have fun gravity that you can play with in 5.4, 5.5, or even 5.0 up to 5.3 as well. So hope this helps. Yeah, if you need to figure out how to compile a C++ plugin, there are plenty of other resources on YouTube to teach you how to do that. If you really need me to provide pre-compiled versions for a specific Unreal version, feel free to leave a comment in our video, and hope you have fun with this plugin now that it's available in version 5 of Unreal. Thanks.